What happened? I heard something. Oh.
Did you know that the word papaya backwards is iapap, which in ancient Greek does not mean anything? This is because the word does not exist.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I can't get myself blurbs. Alright, if you can hear me, we'll get started shortly. We will start shortly. Alright, hello guys, can you hear me alright? Hello everybody, hello. Okay, cool, you can hear me, that's awesome. Alright, allow me just a second and we'll start, okay? Please pay attention to the topic today. I'll be going through some more speaking improvement tips for you guys. Ways that you guys can practice your English, ways that you guys can improve your English, ways that you guys can speak more, think more, say more, all that good stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. And we will do that right now. I'm just going to do that for now. I like this. This is cool. Alright, so welcome guys. Welcome. Glad you can hear me. Glad I'm loud and clear. So, I do have news. This is, if you guys miss it or have to go early, I am indeed recording this. So, this stream is indeed being recorded. Let me give you guys the link for that. Why it should. Oh, it's saying beam balance is too. I should be able to. Points. Maybe points. Ah. Okay. Let's see here.
Hi, friends.
Oh, that's cool. All right. So, I do have my live as well. You do not need to go to the live. This is just for your information. So, if you do have to leave early, good morning. Rezek, good morning. So, if you guys do have to leave early, you guys can bookmark this page and you'll be able to listen to the lecture again. So, also, if you guys want to have some fun, you guys can use points to choose little blurbs and stuff like that. So you should have a way to be able to, kind of like on Twitch, where you can like add things to the library. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I don't know how you get the points though. But you have to buy the blurbs, and then you guys can use the points for that. So let me add some more in case you guys are curious. So you can go to the YouTube, or even my I'm not on Twitch. I didn't do it on Twitch, but you can go to the YouTube and you can do it that way. All right. So I do have some that you can use anyways. I want to get started. All right. So welcome, hello, Mars, Don, Glace, Rebirth, Rezik. Good morning to you on my side, whether it be morning or afternoon or evening. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right. So I'm going to go through some tips. All right. These are ways that you can basically power your way to improve your English, all right? So, here is your first step, okay? Here's your first step on what you guys can do when it comes to improving your English, all right? I want to do one more thing here. Pop this out. That means I can focus strictly on... There we go. All right. So, and shot here. There you go. Okay. So, as I'm going through these guys, feel free to ask your questions. All right, and I'll be happy to answer them. Try to answer them. Keep it on topic. All right. It's mastering your English voice. Powerful tips. Speak with confidence. That's what I'm talking about. Speaking with confidence. And I know a lot of you guys go, I'm not confident. So I'm going to try to give you some guidance on what you can do to become more confident. All right? So first of all, you got to take things step by step. All right? So when you are learning a language or English, it can be very overwhelming, very stressful, very frustrating. It can make you very agitated, angry. You list it, it's been done, right? It's a pain, right? It's a pain to have those frustrations. So if you try to do too much, which a lot of you guys do too much. You guys do too much, your brain is going to get fried. Your brain's going to get fried, and then you're going to know nothing. You're going to over-circuit your brain. Kind of like if you're a gamer and you're using a PC and you add all this stuff, you want to overclock it, you're going to basically shut down your brain. You're going to shut down that computer and it's going to explode. All right? So by taking things step by step, it's going to help you build the confidence without feeling stressed. For example, instead of trying to learn how to introduce yourself, so instead of learning how to introduce yourself, you can practice on your own, right? So basically, describe your family, talk about your job all at once. Pick one topic, like your introduction. Practice saying, hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. Hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm from blah, blah, blah. And I work in an office, or I'm a student, or I'm an officer, etc. So taking things step by step, taking small steps to speaking English is going to actually help you challenge yourself. So it's going to basically make you master more. And then you're naturally going to be able to challenge yourself to do the next step. So here are things that you can do. So that's the tip. That's my explanation. So here are some things that you can follow. Go, oh, well, teacher, how do I do this? And guys, chat it up, but let me know you're there. Whether it be in the Discord, let me know. Ask your questions, comments about what I just said. Tell me if you've followed this step. Tell me if you do take things step by step. Tell me if you do these ideas that I've given you. So start off by writing down 5 short sentences you use in your daily life. So, for example, I need help. All right? How much is this? Where is the bathroom? Now, you're writing these things down so you are resuscitating everything. You're taking everything in. Okay? You're remembering where it's going. Okay? So, you need to write simple phrases down to help you remember what you're going to say so it comes out clearly. Practice saying them slowly and clearly every day for a week. To yourself, record yourself. Everybody has a phone, okay? Everybody has a phone, all right? So there's no excuse, all right? After a week, add an extra word or two. Again, baby steps, all right? Add an extra word or two to each sentence. I need help with blah, blah, blah. I need help, please. Or I need help with my homework. All right? Speak these sentences out loud in real life situations. Hello to Ninix, to Roberth, to Lucila, Abdul, welcome. Varina, welcome, guys. And speak these sentences out loud. So speak them so you're practicing them, right? Practice asking a friend or a family member. Practice with your language exchange partners. All right? Okay. Are there any questions based on this tip? I got about 30 minutes or so, guys. Maybe till the half hour. I'm going to probably go through about half of these, and then maybe I'll do the second part tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on my schedule. So here's number 2. All right. Piggybacking off what we just said, taking things step by step. The second piece of advice is to stop saying so much. So don't say a lot. Don't say too much. You say too much, you're going to lose the person you're talking to. All right. Sometimes, maybe as the learners, you feel that you need to say everything perfectly. But this just often leads to long, confusing sentences. They don't make any sense. They run on. They're boring. You're going to lose the person you're talking to. And it's going to lead to nowhere. So, basically, if you're doing that, you're going to confuse the listener. Hello, who? Hello, Cart. Nice to see you. Glad you're here in class. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you're here. So, for example, if you want to ask someone to repeat something, you can easily say, "Excuse me, can you say that again?" Rather than, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I didn't hear what you said just now." So, keep your request simple and short. Nobody wants to hear a lengthy explanation that you didn't understand what someone said, or what I said, what they said, etc. Keep it short. "I'm sorry, can you repeat that?" Bingo, done. No need to give a poetic lecture that you didn't hear what they said. Hello, watch our corn. Hello, welcome. All right. I don't have any particular books that I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure in the Discord, Kazuki, under resources, there might be some information there. I think you're able to type and ask a question, or even under English questions, you can ask your fellow students for advice. That is repeat, listen. It's all about, you see, I hear the word accent and I think acting. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger has an accent. Jackie Chan has an accent, but their English is perfectly fine. We can understand what they're saying. So if you really want to be like an American accent, then I kind of joke and say then that's where acting classes come in. You have to know the articulation, you have to know the word stress, you have to know the word patterns, you have to know the word flow, you have to know how to link the words together, you have to know where to cut the words off. There's many factors when it comes to accent reduction, basically. So it's all about linking, reducing, word flow, etc. All right. So advice on not saying so much. Okay. You guys are so focused on sounding like an American, where, and this is not to put anybody down. This is not to like be negative to anybody, but you're so focused on the accent that you don't pay attention to exactly what you're saying. You're more focused on, do I sound American? Do I sound British? Do I sound Australian? But nobody's going to care about the way you sound. It's going to be clarity. Are you clear? Are you making sure that your sentence is clear and you're being understood? Hello to, I'll just say ML. Hello to Rush. Welcome to the class. Thank you for being here. And Marge, you've been here since the beginning, and Dong and Grace, and hello, Valerina. Glad you guys are still here. So here's some advice on how to not say so much. So basically, it's okay to leave out extra details. Your goal is to be able to communicate clearly. So start by writing a long sentence down. This is how you practice to say less. I wanted to ask you, possibly tell me, or the way to the nearest train station because I'm not familiar with this area. Do you guys hear that? I wanted to ask if you could probably tell me the way to the nearest train station because I'm not familiar with this area. Could anybody in the chat tell me the shortest way to ask that question? And I'll say it one more time. I want you guys to tell me what you should simply ask. I wanted to ask if you could probably tell me the way to the nearest train station because I'm not familiar with this area. What is the shortest, simplest way to ask that question? And in my opinion, there's really only one answer. So what is the simplest way? I'm curious what you guys are going to come up with. You guys are typing too long, so I think you guys are going to be wrong, or you guys are just slow typers. Yes, Abdul, you nailed it. No, cart, too much. Where's the train station? Or even if you're asking a stranger, excuse me, where, can you tell me where the train station is? Yeah. It's a mix between what Abdul said and what Cart said. I mean, yes, you could go just directly into saying where is the train station, but a more polite approach, and it's still correct. Could you please tell me? No, even the way to the station, no. Just, could you tell me where the train station is, please? Or, may I know where the train station is? Could you tell me where the train station is, please? Okay? You don't need the extra stuff. The way to, we're not poetic here. So it's a mix between what Abdul and what Cart said. Just, could you tell me where this train station is, please? Yes. But adding please and excuse me with a stranger would be polite. Like, okay, excuse me, sir. Okay, or just excuse me. You don't even need the sir. Just, excuse me. Could you tell me where the train station is, please? You guys are really bad with your please and thank yous. We're horrible in that. No one in the chat had a please or a thank you in their sentence. And this is where I think you guys, we need to do ethics classes. Unless, like, in your culture, you never say please or thank you. But anyways, just kind of interesting to see these examples. All right. I see a Chinese name. Unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome. Let's, again, practice saying the shorter sentence until it feels natural. Then use it in a real conversation. All right? Hello, Finky. Finky, welcome to the class. Welcome to the class where I'm going to be going through some tips and strategies for improving your confidence in speaking English. So I want to continue, guys, with the third tip here. And I think this is one that everyone can resonate with, and that is practice makes perfect. So practice makes perfect. All right? You guys with me on that? Practice makes perfect. All right? Practice makes perfect. And that's basically the more you use it, the more you know, the more you use it, the better you're going to be. So, when you're everyone thinks they're going to be a prodigy like adult or something overnight. Unless you're a prodigy child, you're not going to speak any language you don't know overnight. No, if I gave you a language, you're not going to know that overnight unless it's like your secondary language or something. So I said, all right, guys, who doesn't know German? If Mars doesn't know German, he is not going to be able to be fluent in German unless you really do, Mars. That'd be really creepy. Do you know any German, Mars? Yes. Hogwarts. I don't think he knows German. I'm putting you on. I mean, that would be really funny if he says he actually knows German, but I'm just giving an example. But if Mars really knows German, that's going to be coincidental. But if Mars doesn't know German, he's not going to be native or even fluent or even a novice in German overnight. No one's going to do that overnight. I'm waiting for Mars to tell me he knows German. Then it's going to be totally, it's going to defeat my purpose of the example. But if he knows German, then I'm in trouble. Anyways, you have to stop translating. That's a thing that you got to do, Mars. Stop translating. Stop translating, because if you translate, it's going to end up coming out wrong. Okay, I'll give you an example, and please don't get on me for butchering Spanish. But if I said camisito amarillo, that is how you would explain yo tengo camisito amarillo. If you guys know Spanish, I was saying I have a yellow shirt. See? But if you literally translate it from Spanish to English exactly as it is, it would be I have I have shirt that is yellow. So if you understand that...
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
So if you understand that... you understand that when you're translating, it's going to translate grammatically incorrect. So you go, I have a shirt that is yellow. They're not going to understand. Even though we know that yo tengo camisita amarillo is I have a yellow shirt. So if you're translating, you got to stop doing that all the time. Okay? Now back to the tip here. Practice makes perfect. All right. Speaking, like I said, fluency takes time. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. So practice doesn't always mean studying by textbooks or memorizing words. That's not going to get you fluent or native or anywhere near the goals that you want to achieve. So even if it's just for a few minutes, it's using English in your daily life. It can be as easy as recording a daily journal, okay? Boy, I talk a lot for these tips. And I wanted to get through at least half of these, but it might not happen. Or I might be nice enough to continue. So, basically, if you say things out loud, you're going to hear yourself out loud, especially if you're practicing those phrases. Oh, Prince, I didn't see you come in. Welcome to the class, Prince. And Alexandra, welcome. Albert, or Albert C., welcome. Glad to see you're here. So, even mistakes are valuable because they show you where you can improve. So don't worry about making mistakes. It's all part of practicing. It's all part of being naturally learning the language. All right. So if you say things like I am brushing my teeth, or I'm cooking dinner, or I'm watching TV, this is what's going to help you get used to forming sentences without hesitation. Okay, give me a second, guys. I want to check one quick thing. All right. 1 second here.
The things I do for love.
All right. Can I make notes? Am I? Yeah. Notes. Yes. Notes are good. Notes are good. Definitely take notes. Yeah. I don't think it I don't think it hurts to take notes. Just don't. Hello, Christine. Oh, nice to see you in class. Just don't take everything you're notating literally, because you got to make sure that you're not translating wrong. All right. Let me see. Another way that you can practice is by talking to a friend or joining an English club or a Discord server like English Hub. So choose an activity. If you're cleaning your room, say, I'm picking up my clothes. Now I'm sweeping the floor. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes and just talk about anything. Talk to yourself. All right? Do that every day. Nobody has ever done that. I say it and everyone goes, I don't know how. Blah, blah, blah. Excuses. All right? So it's possible, if it's possible, get a language partner. You got 13 people here right now. Well, that's your level. Hello. That is a level that you're at. So when you're achieving those levels, that's showing what English ability you have. All right. And it's interesting because I honestly thought those were like levels geared towards like children or students, like before university or something. But I could be wrong. Track your progress by writing down what you practice and notice how much easier it's becoming for you. So the more you practice, the better you're going to get. Okay? So I don't know who just... Oh, I see another Chinese name. I don't know how to pronounce it. The one with the green... I don't know. It looks like a plant, maybe? Welcome. Hello, Bam. I just now saw you. And I think, yeah. All right. Anyways, I'll keep going. I'm glad you guys can still hear me. And guys, really quickly, I think I posted the link earlier, but if you come back here, I'm gonna reply to this. Okay. If you go there, that's where the live is. So if you did miss the live, it's okay. You can go back to the video and you'll be able to watch the live again, okay? So it's streaming live and you guys will have the ability to rewatch this lesson, okay? So let's have a look at the fourth. That's what it's about. That's what I'm getting to. Hello, you've been here the whole time. You've been here the whole time, and I've been talking about being confident. How are your listening skills, buddy? Everything I have said is portions of how you become confident. If you're asking that question, then I would be concerned about your listening skills. So, listen carefully. I promise. I've already answered it. All right? Speaking on English clubs without getting linguistic vices. I don't know what you mean by that, Alexandre. I don't know what you mean. Could you elaborate? Like nervous or something? And I think you were here at the beginning too, or maybe not. Maybe you weren't here at the beginning, but I did go through some tips about that as well, and you can look back at the live about them. I'm going to talk about keeping it simple. Okay? No, I don't know what you mean by that. B2 is nothing. People who have a B2 level speak horrible English. Or they think their English is all good, and it's not. If you're at a B2 level and you think your English is like perfect, it's not. It's not perfect. Finky, I've already gone through that as well, through the tips. That is basically mirroring what you're listening to, what you're watching, what people are saying. It is repeating things that you hear. You need S-class English. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So when you keep it simple, it basically, the simpler you are, the more powerful you're going to be, okay? So you don't need to be complicated, okay? You don't need to be grammatically correct all the time. All right? I enjoy consuming delicious meals that involve spicy flavors. All right? Too much, too long, don't care, didn't hear. All right? So, guys, I have a challenge for you. I enjoy consuming delicious meals that involve spicy flavors. Now, I'm going to give you a clue, guys. Make that sentence a lot shorter. What could you simply say to convey that long sentence, that long, boring, dragged out sentence? I enjoy consuming delicious meals that involve spicy flavors. You're not going out on a date. You're having a simple... Yes! Bingo, bam! I like spicy food. Yes! Bingo! Nailed it. Nailed it. Perfect. Yes. Simple, short, to the point. All right? There's no need to worry about minor grammatical errors. It would really depend on the context of exactly what you're trying to convey or say, or if people are looking at you like a ghost, then it means that you're not making sense on what you're saying. I hope that explains, I hope that answers your question. So let me elaborate more on keeping it simple. Okay, so native speakers use short, simple sentences in their daily life. Over time, you can add details. All right, but simply keep it clear and straight. Just don't tell me a story. I don't need to know the history. Yes, if you would like to have a class, you can book a class. Right now it's a lecture. Now you're interrupting my class. Do you want to have a class? Yeah, you're bad. Kind of rude. But again, ethics is a thing that a lot of people in the world don't have their headset on. It has nothing to do with being new. It has to do with knowing ethics. Unless you're a kid. If you're a kid, I understand. Then you haven't learned. You haven't explored the world yet. So if you're a kid, if you're like a high schooler or something, it makes sense. But if you're like a grown-ass adult, then I have concerns for you. So. All right. So, yeah. I'm going to keep going on. So, I hope that makes sense about keeping it simple. Another one, guys. You can... Okay, and I got a little time here. use every way you can communicate. So basically, it's not just words, it's gestures, it's expressions, it's drawings to express what you're trying to say. So if you forget the words umbrella, you can mimic holding an umbrella. You don't know umbrella, all right? So if you don't know umbrella, then you can mimic it, all right? So, all right? So again, you can draw, you can mimic, you can gesture, and more than likely they're going to get what you're saying, okay? So native speakers rely on body language to support the words they're trying to say, all right? And it can show a creativity, confidence, approach that encourages you to 10 out of 10, okay? One thing that always happens to me is that while I'm writing, I need to use words I don't know, and the words that I haven't mentioned would perfectly express what I would actually like to say in a much more common or correct way. Sure, definitely, there are always words that we're trying to write down, that we're thinking of, but we can't actually think of the word that we're, yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. Thinking of the correct word that you want to express. So you just have to basically break it down. What exactly does that word is the word you're thinking of? Can you break it down into 2 or 3 parts to be able to express what you want to say? So let me just go right into some examples here. So basically, you look around the house, choose 3 options, 3 things around the house, right? Looking for people who are new. Glace, you've been here the whole time. Abdul. Danwy, welcome. Kozoki, I know I didn't see you chat. I think you've been here the whole time as well. Admirable, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So the goal is to make yourself understood, not to say everything perfectly. So for example, you have phone. You might say it's something I use to call or text. Practicing to mimic like charades, basically. Like pretend to drink from a cup and say I want water. Use visuals. Maybe you can draw pictures. Probably not the most convenient thing you can do when you're in a room full of people. You can't, get a piece of paper and like draw something unless you're that prepared, but that's less likely. Yeah. All right. Any other additional questions, guys, based on what I've said so far? Listening, watch, guys. Listening is something I think a lot of you guys lack in. A lot of you guys are asking repetitive, and it's not a bad thing. It's just something that you guys don't recognize. But listening is a key thing. You need to be able to listen before you speak, because if you listen, no, you're not. But listening is one of the best ways to improve your speaking skills. When you listen to a native speaker, you learn pronunciation, tone. You listen to the pronunciation, you listen to the tone, and how the words are used in sentences, like watching movies, TV shows, YouTube, etc., right? So when you hear how people speak naturally, it's going to help you become more natural, all right? So by paying attention to common phrases like how's it going, or what's up, or what's happening, if you don't know those things, then you're going to be out of the loop and you're going to be confused. So if you need help understanding, all right, use subtitles when you're watching these TV shows, movies, etc. But as you improve, try listening without them to focus on the sound, okay? So listen to a song in English. Choose a song like it's a common song you might know, all right? Listen to it try to mimic it, try to go with the tone, try to go with the rhythm, go with the flow, go with the expression, etc. All right. If the speaker says, I'm going to the store, repeat it exactly the same way. I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store now. I gotta go to the store, get stuff for dinner. You know, you hear different ways. Great. Alright, so I think I've talked about recording yourself. I'm not going to go into that detail. I'm not going to go into that one. Maybe next time. Don't speak too fast. The faster you speak, if you speak fast, it does not mean that we're going to understand you better. If you speak too slow, it doesn't mean that we need you to speak slow. You got to find a happy medium. All right? But speaking at a moderate pace, Kazuki, don't worry. I don't care. I'm ignoring him right now, or her, or it, or they, whatever it wants to call itself. Maybe it identifies as a, I don't know, as a cat. Anyways, air teacher. I don't know what you mean by that. It's Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Welcome to the class. Glad to see you're here. So, at the M4 on. You're late for class. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Instead of saying, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Slow it down. Where is the bathroom? You don't need to be Speedy Gonzales. All right? The idea is for you to speak with confidence, right? And Ollie, there's bad luck. I'm going to be finished in about 5 minutes. But guys, there is a live. The class is live. You guys can watch it live. Don't worry. You'll be able to see it live. Where is it? Donnelly, hello. So, remember guys, the class is live. Alright? The class is live. So, if you miss it, so only if the moon missed the class, they can watch it after I'm finished, okay? So, any questions about speaking too fast? Any questions about speaking too fast? Anything? And guys, bonus points. If you leave a comment below in my video, tell me what was most helpful. Tell me what you would like me to talk about next. The more interaction I get from you guys, the more support I get for watching my videos, the quicker I can meet their standards to be, what do you call it, not affiliate, but maybe partner, or whatever they call it. I don't know. Whatever YouTube calls it. Kazuki, I'm sorry, but they're impromptu. I don't have a set schedule right now. Especially when I have other classes that are paid. I appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. Awesome. Are you on the live right now? I'm just checking. I don't see anyone commenting. But it's okay. You may have commented on another. Well, you may have commented on another video. That's probably what happened. But that's the video. I mean, that's the live video. All right, guys. Really quickly before I go on, any questions about speaking too fast? You guys understand that, right? Like that you don't need to speak like an auctioneer, right? Unless that's your job. Do I hear $5, $10, I have $15, $20, $20, $20, I'm not an auctioneer either. All right? All right, so number 9, don't give up. All right? Don't give up. Don't give up. All right? If you feel like you're at a standstill, take a break. Take a step back. If you feel overwhelmed, don't give up, but you can take a step back. You can slow yourself down. Like we talked about before, don't do too much at once. But don't give up. It's going to take time. It's going to take years. Sure. So it's going to take years for fluency to kick in unless you're a very fast learner when it comes to learning a language. But a 1 year, no. 2 year, in my opinion, to become fluent, to speak, quote, like a native, end quote, a month, a day, a week, a month, a year, hell no. It's not going to happen. 2 years, no. Unless you are excelling yourself like crazy and you're exposed to it 24/7. In my opinion, if you're not exposed to it and you're not dedicating yourself to it on a daily basis, it's gonna take you over 5 years. But if you're dedicated and you're people who want to speak, it's gonna take. If you're studying the language, maybe 2 years, 2 to 3 years. But if you're occasionally studying it, maybe 5. If you're doing it every once in a while, over 10 years. That's my personal opinion. Not based on any science or any forms or whatever. That's just my personal opinion. If you're doing it every day and you're studying every day, I would say in 2 years, perhaps you can be at a understand. Now this is starting from a 0 level, or maybe a mid level. If you were doing a scale of 1 to 10, I would say maybe if you're at a 4. If you're at a 4 and you're now pushing the limits and you're not overstressing yourself, you're not overdoing it, and you're doing it every day, you have an English paying tutor, so you're paying for these classes, maybe 2 years. Yeah, that's true, but don't take that word faster for granted, okay? Just because. Now, I would say I'm speaking at a moderate level, okay? I'm not speaking like I would to my friends. For the sake of argument, I'm going to just speak like I would naturally speak. All right, if I'm speaking to friends, okay. So learning a language is a long journey. It's normal. It takes time. Don't give up. If you give up, you're just gonna start from scratch. You're gonna start from the beginning. It's gonna make you more frustrated. You're not gonna know what to do, and then you're gonna be at a standstill, and then you're gonna end up losing everything that you wanted to achieve. You're gonna start back at 0, at ground level, and it's not gonna work for you. Now, as you can see, I'm speaking a little bit faster as I would normally speak with friends and families and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what happened yesterday. It was such a stormy day. I was outside, it was not raining, I had no umbrella, and all of a sudden it started pouring rain. Now, as you can see, I'm speaking at a fast level because this is how I would speak when I'm talking to other people, right? So when I'm talking to my friends, this is how I would normally speak. But because I'm speaking to you guys, I have to go more on a moderate pace. So I'm at a moderate level, right? Maybe mid-level. Maybe I'm at a A2 listening level, if that makes sense, the speed. Maybe A2. I really don't know. You guys can tell me what speed level I'm speaking at for you guys. I know we have multiple levels. The M4 is here. But I don't really know. I don't know the speaking speed level I'm adhering to. If it's meant for A1, A2, B1. I feel like I'm speaking at a moderate level is where I feel I am. So you guys, I mean, either I'm working for you or I'm not working for you. So yeah. Okay. So I want to. Ollie. Oh, now you're talking for Ollie. So sorry. Let me go back to about giving up. Okay. So native speakers even make mistakes. You might say he go to school instead of he goes to school. And that's okay. Mistakes are part of learning. Celebrate your small victories. So don't put yourself down because you did not hit that grand slam. All right? If you are a professional baseball player, hey Ollie, I'm glad you're here and you're using your native tongue, but you do need to use English. Thank you. All right? Ollie, English, thank you. All right. So, I have no idea what you're saying. Why do you actually use your English and practice that? I have this translator. Let me see here. I don't know what you said, guys. See, now you're making me waste time. See what's going on. It definitely is normal to not understand accents. I thought it was Japanese. Okay. By the way, to Ollie and to the moon, I guess it's Moon. Is that what your username is? Moon? M4 and Ollie. You guys are not technically late to class. Just I had an impromptu class for you guys. So I want to. Okay, I think I've explained everything about not giving up, right? Now I'm going to give you guys some ideas on what you can do to not have to give up. All right. So write down one goal for the week, something small. I'm going to order food in English. I'm going to call customer support in English. Think about things that you couldn't do the week before and then try to say that you're able to do it now. Last week, I couldn't order food in English. This week, I was able to order food in English. Something like that. If you track your progress, it will help you feel more confident and feel more at ease. All right. Remind yourself of the successes that you've achieved. Remind yourself of what you were able to achieve. Remind yourself what you've accomplished. All right. So keep a journal. Write it down. Oh my gosh. I spoke to 3 foreigners today. They all understood what I was saying. I asked them where the train station was, and I was able to understand where to go. All right. Anyone who's just come in here, I see some new people here. I see Fufu. I see Monst X, Ray, Idmi, Dominic. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the class. Glad to see that you're here. Just a heads up. All right. I want to show you guys that I am indeed live. So if you do miss this class, a lot of people are coming in late. So if you've missed the class, the live is here. So you will be able to go back to the live and rewatch it. You might have to skip past what I'm saying right now because it's just the boring stuff. But it is here. Yeah, translations cannot be exact unless you choose a really good translation app. Sometimes when you're translating, the app isn't going to make any sense. Okay, so any questions about not giving up? All right, so Finky, that is a great question, and I have. Okay, presentation. I don't know. Picture everyone in their underwear. I think first and foremost, you need to be practicing in front of a mirror. You need to practice in front of your friends. You need to practice in front of your family. You need to practice in front of yourself. Record yourself, video and audio. See how you are in gesturally speaking. All right? See how confident you look. And yes, Idme, you couldn't say it better than I was going to say. Yes. I also think if you're going to give a presentation, you need to practice. You need to prepare. All right? Some people can do it naturally, but let me ask you a question, Finky. I'm going to ask you something. Please be present to answer. What is your native tongue? And could you go in front of a crowd in your native language and speak to them about the importance of learning English if it's necessary? Could you give a presentation without preparing your presentation? All right. If you say you could, like if you, I said, there's 100 people outside. No, I understand. No, I'm saying, if you have an audience of you're in a classroom of 50 students, could you go up to the podium and present that with confidence, without stuttering, without feeling nervous? That's what I mean. I know you speak your native language, but can you do that with confidence? Do you have a presentational attitude, voice? I'm trying to think of the right phrasing. All right, Dominic is speaking exactly what I was trying to say. Now, Dominic speaking publicly in either language, whether it's English. All right, so Finky, you already are achieving that first step. And for Dominic, unless I'm mistaken, are you saying that you speaking publicly, even in your native tongue, is easy for you? But how about without preparing, Finky? So what I'm trying to get at, I have a point. And welcome Leah to Idme. Prince. Yeah, here's the thing, Kazuki. I think here's what you're doing wrong. Is you're probably looking at English books that are not at your level. So if you're looking at words and expressions that you don't know, then you're not reading at your level. You're reading at a higher level. You need to read at a lower level. Okay. So back to the point about being confident and preparing. If you are able to speak confidently in front of a crowd of 50 people in your native tongue, then you're already halfway there. You just need to be able to confidently be able to speak in that other language. So, I hope that makes sense. I hope that's clear. I don't think you need to learn new words. I think learning new words is not it's not essential unless your vocabulary is like very few. You'll learn new words naturally, but it's also by watching TV shows, by listening to music, movies, reading the news, listening to the news. More new words will come naturally. All right. I'm already at an hour. I think I'm at an hour, guys. Have I been live for an hour already? I plan on doing it for 30 minutes. Dang. I lied. I lied. Okay. Well, if you guys can, if you guys are able to. Oh, cool. I see someone here. Thank you for the live. I'm assuming you're from Discord, right? Discord question. From Japan. I think it's coming. Alright, already approaching an hour. I'm going to give the last bit of tip. I don't have time, guys, to I really don't have time to open the stage, unfortunately. But I'm going to keep going, guys, with this last tip. All right, now, I think some can be also stubborn when it comes to this tip is to accept help from other people. Getting feedback from others is one of the fastest ways. And there's a pronunciation channel, by the way. There's a pronunciation channel, I think. Let me tag you there. Pronunciation channel. And there is a proofreading channel. All right. There's 2 channels there. More so about pronunciation because it's speaking. Proofreading is your writing. I get a lot of requests for me to read their written work, but go to proofreading. I'm sure somebody can give you advice there. If someone corrects your mistake, don't feel embarrassed. Use it as an opportunity to learn. So, for example, if you said, I goed to the store. So I'm like, oh, you went to the store. All right? So I went to the store. Repeat that. Correct it. Learn from it. Don't be stubborn and go, you know. We could do some reading sessions here on the server. Yeah, in the voice rooms, you can definitely... Oh, I see what you mean. You're answering her. Sometimes I read books out loud here. Yeah, it's great that you do that. My thing is Kazuki was mentioning Idmi. She was mentioning that she sees words and phrases that she doesn't know. And when I see that, I think she's reading books that are at a higher level. And she needs to go back a level or 2 depending how far back she doesn't understand. You know, I'm going to just give the example like The Catcher in the Rye. If she's reading The Catcher in the Rye, if that's too high, she might need to go back to read Harry Potter or something like that. Or if Harry Potter's too difficult, she might need to read like Oxford English. And guys, I want to say one more thing about levels. And you might go, but we're grown-ass adults, you know, why would we need to do that? But read children's books. Not Harry Potter children's books. I mean like simple, easy English books. Read Peppa Pig. Read the short Peppa Pig books. Now, Kazuki, I'm not saying you're that low. You're not. I know you're not that low. But I'm saying for those who are not confident in reading reading at all, or for listening, for understanding, watch cartoons, watch Peppa Pig. Although I despise her with her English accent and her criticism to her father, but that's a whole nother story. But watch cartoons, all right? Watch kid movies. They're more likely going to be simplified for you to follow and understand. For those who just arrived, I see Hidea and Leah. I'm going to give you guys I know I'm like repeating the live again and again, but again, if you just got here, the live is there. You can watch it after I'm done, and you'll get the whole entire live class. So, one more time, accept help from other people. So repeat the correct version until it sounds natural. So when people are often happy to help you if you ask politely. The more you practice with others, the more confident you're going to feel. When you're speaking to someone, ask them to correct your mistake. So can you tell me if I said something wrong? Or can you tell me if I say something wrong, if you're about to say something? All right? Write down the correction. So, an example, he goed. Write the correct version. He went to the store. He went to the store. All right? And then also, as I've mentioned before, you're in an English group, you're in a language exchange group, get help there. And I tag 2 channels, proofreading and pronunciation. Those are channels that can help you. I even think they have English questions. There's another one. English questions. There's another channel you can go to. 3, proofreading English questions, and I thought they had another one, but what's another one? Maybe beginner's chat or advanced chat. You can go to those, maybe. It all depends what you're looking for. I think that's it. So, chat time, guys. Chat box time. I'm focused on the chat box based on the topic we've discussed today about mastering your voice and tips about speaking with confidence. Are there any questions based on what I've gone through? I did skip one that I did not feel was necessary, and I'll go to that right now. I think, record yourself. I kind of talked about it, but basically, record yourself anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Doesn't really matter. Walking to work, working at work, at home cooking, any opportunities you have to record yourself, take advantage. I like record your likes, record your dislikes. The simpler you keep it, the more you speak, the better you're going to be. All right? Use apps. I mean, hell, you can talk to Chat GPT, etc. You know. So one more thing, guys. I have a link. All right. So those who go, well, I'm not really sure. I need extra help or this and that. Okay. So, there is a link you guys can use to book a class with me. All right. No, don't. I know you're not. I know you're not. I know you're asking them, not me, Kazuki. But nobody ever says that does it or you've gone and done it. No. Maybe from the movies and stuff, but no American's gonna say that does it. Yeah, no. Nobody says that. I'll answer for you. If they do say it, then they've had a bad teacher. But guys, I did send a link. It's a discount link. There should be an offer here. There should be an offer. And there should be a discount when you click on it, I think. It should be discounted. Should be a discount. Let me see. Book. I can't see. If you don't see a 50% discount for that link, let me know. All right. And there you can book a class, guys. Also, I'm working at... out of curiosity, who uses Telegram? I have also developing an English group. Or, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But bottom line, guys, you can book a class with me. If you guys as a group, there's somebody in this chat right now that wants to be like the head of the group, that wants to grab like 5 or 6 students together, I will give you guys a discount. So I'm not going to charge you per student. It will be a shared cost. So if there's 6 of you that want to study twice a week or something, like if you want to have a class that's twice a week, basically, let me put it this way. I don't know what coffee is in your country. I know some lower in countries, maybe coffee is $1 or $1.50, right? So, and maybe if you guys smoke or drink beer or soda, snacks, I would say, I'm trying to think because I don't know what the prices are for you guys. But I would say maybe a cup of coffee, a 6-pack of beer if you drink, and maybe a bag of chips is what one English class would cost. Maybe. Again, I don't know the price points in your country, but I might be less than that. A cup of coffee is about $1.50, right? Maybe a soda is maybe a dollar, maybe $1 for a soda, right? So, maybe. maybe less than $1.50, maybe. Cup of coffee is $1, maybe a soda is 50 cents. Maybe you guys smoke. I don't know what pack of cigarettes costs, but maybe you guys smoke. Maybe $2 for a pack of cigarettes. I don't know. You guys drink beer, wine. Anyways, what I'm trying to basically say is like, if there's 6 of you guys, all right. For example, if Kazuki, I'll just put you on the spot, but if she is Kazuki, you are Kazuki. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're male or female or how you identify. But I was just saying, if Kazuki said, oh, male, sorry, I don't know. If Kazuki says, leads, let's say we get 6 people, right? And I think it would be around about, depending on how many students, it'd be about $3 to $5 per student, depending on how many students, all right? About $3 to $5 per class. And the class would be about 40 minutes. So if someone wants to lead that and make a small group, and maybe there's 10, if Kazuki wants to lead that group, you message Kazuki, you get 10 people, you guys won't pay a lot for a class. I'll give you guys like a monthly tuition or something, like a monthly fee that's affordable. Because I know a lot of you guys are lower income, don't have work, or etc. So I can make it work for you guys. One more time, guys. If you just joined Cyber, scroll up 2 inches up. There is a YouTube link there. You can click on it and you can watch the live. All right. So, any questions, guys, before I say adios? I'm over my time now. Any questions? So yeah, Cyber, do you see the link? You should see it. You scroll up just like 2 inches up and there's a link. Yeah. So you're literally at the end. I'm literally saying goodbye. But at the beginning, you'll get the beginning of it. Because it's live, you might have to fast forward a bit, like through my pauses and stuff. And I'm sorry, there's no notes. It's a lecture class, so you'll have to write things down. Also, the second link that you see, Cyber, if you guys are indeed looking for that one-on-one attention, you guys can book a class. The link is a discount link. It is, I think it's 25% off. And then I have a community that's 50% off as well. So let me know, guys. All right. And I think that's gonna do it. So, all right, guys. I shall see you guys next time. So to Danwi, Kazuki, Glace, Prince, Moms. I think Moms just joined. Wabirth, Cyber, Hata, if you just joined, scroll up just a small bit. You'll see a YouTube link there. That is where the live recording is. I'll see you guys next time, okay? All right. Goodbye, guys. If you have any questions, tag me in the Discord. If you have any inquiries about classes, you can message me, and we'll keep in touch. All right, guys? Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.